I'm Paul Smith, and I'm the lead singer of Maximo Park.
Beneath the concrete there's a sound, a muffled cry below the ground. There is a poison in the air, a mix of chemicals and fear. My words are just hunches, I'm not sure what they mean. You're asking for commitment when I'm somewhere in between. Never try to gauge temperature when you tend to travel at such speed.
Well, once you've done something, you don't want to do it again. Well, I think our sound was always quite distinctive to us, and you're often grouped in with a lot of other bands and movements and stuff, and the second record is the time where you move away from everybody else. You kind of think, after this one, people will realise who we are and what we do, you know, and our songs never had the same sort of disco-y beat that a lot of bands from that time had. I suppose the more thoughtful side of the band, you know, is reflected in things like the Smiths, and it's you know, how do you write about life in a unique way? I think you just got to be yourself, be your own character, and that's kind of what Morrissey did alongside one of the best bands out there. You know, I think that's the thing. It's again melodic. It's just, you know, the melodies are as strong as something like the Smashing Pumpkins, whereas that again, it doesn't seem that they fall into the same field, but it's that sort of timeless quality that we're looking for. You know, you might find something on the Led Zeppelin record that's like, yeah, that's totally rocking out, whereas it's stupid and Robert Plant's talking rubbish again, but it's still, you're enjoying it. I enjoy Led Zeppelin regardless of Robert Plant's, you know, it's kind of, it's part of the deal. You kind of accept it and go, okay, it's fun, you know, it's he might be taking it seriously, but I don't have to. As far as performing was concerned, I was probably more interested in something like Brian Ferry, who has that sort of real, you know, he's putting on a show. He's kind of harking back to 20s and 30s glamour, and yet it's very much him. It's very of its time, and that's what I kind of tried to do with our image for the first record. You know, being the front person, I'm the one who people stare at, and hopefully rightly so. You know, you're like a ringmaster. You're trying to draw people in. With each album, I'd like to look a little different and stand out from the crowd. And this time, I think I've been reading a lot about a lot of F. Scott Fitzgerald, and sort of, as I say, I'm quite interested in what it is to actually put on a show and what style is. It's kind of a really preposterous thing to dress up, but it's quite preposterous to be on a stage in front of thousands of people at the same time. So it's kind of the gesture is there to draw attention to the process, and also to draw people in who are at the back of a crowd. I was in the train station the other night, and I was just looking at the sky, waiting for my train to depart, and looking at the structure of the railway station in King's Cross, and I knew that I was on my way home, and I could just relax and enjoy the night sky as it was quite nice to look at. You know, that to me it made my day, really, and that's a nice thing. But it's, you know, at the same time, the rest of my journey was ruined by other people shouting and being disgusting and drinking too much on the train, and you know, and then I had another think about it, and I thought, these people are just enjoying themselves. It's no skin off my nose. And then after 3 hours of the same belching and the chants, you know, and the screaming, most of them were fine. You see, it's always a minority, and when you think of it like that, even if 60% of the world is good and 40% of it's horrific, it's still a better balance than the other way around, you know.
Never try to gauge temperature when you tend to travel at such speed. It's a velocity.